Rediscover your past by digitizing your family's memories with LEGACYBOX. Watch until the end of this video to find out more about preserving your legacy, and then visit legacybox.com/recollection. In 1960, America's population had grown to 181 million, and a new decade began with dramatic change. The civil rights movement gained unstoppable momentum, while television and pop culture continued to reshape everyday life. This was also a presidential election year, and Americans were looking to elect the youngest president in history. This is the year 1960. On February 1st, 4 black college freshmen from North Carolina A&T, later known as the Greensboro Four, sat down at a segregated Woolworth lunch counter in Greensboro, North Carolina, refusing to leave after being denied service. This peaceful protest inspired sit-ins across the South and became a major turning point in the civil rights movement. Just 1 week later, on February 8th, construction officially began on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Weeks later, producer Stanley Kramer would receive the first permanent star on Hollywood Boulevard. The following day, February 9th, brewing executive Adolph Coors III disappeared while driving to work in Colorado. This prompted one of the FBI's largest manhunts of the era. Authorities eventually discovered he had been shot to death after an attempted abduction for ransom. Because 1960 was a leap year, February 29th saw the opening of the very first Playboy Club in Chicago, introducing the now famous Playboy Bunnies. On March 4th, Lucille Ball filed for divorce from Desi Arnaz after nearly 20 years of marriage. Their split marked the end of one of Hollywood's most successful personal and professional partnerships. April 14th marked the official incorporation of Motown Records in Detroit by Berry Gordy Jr. Over the coming decade, Motown would introduce artists like The Supremes, Marvin Gaye, The Temptations, and the Jackson 5, forever changing American music. The Cold War took a dangerous turn on May 1st, when an American U-2 spy plane, piloted by Francis Gary Powers, was shot down over the Soviet Union. The incident embarrassed the Eisenhower administration and shattered hopes for improving relations between the two superpowers. Only days later, on May 9th, the Food and Drug Administration approved the world's first commercially available birth control pill. The decision would have profound effects on family planning, women's health, and American society. Disaster struck in the Pacific on May 23rd, when a tsunami generated by a massive earthquake off the coast of Chile slammed into Hilo, Hawaii, killing 61 people after traveling thousands of miles across the ocean. Moviegoers lined up on June 16th for the premiere of Alfred Hitchcock's psychological thriller, Psycho. Its shocking twists, unforgettable shower scene, and innovative storytelling would make it one of the most influential films ever made. On July 11th, author Harper Lee published her first novel, To Kill a Mockingbird. The story quickly became a bestseller and remains one of America's most celebrated novels. Just 2 days later, on July 13th, Senator John F. Kennedy secured the Democratic nomination for president at the party's convention in Los Angeles. The following day, he selected Lyndon B. Johnson as his running mate. By July 15th, Chubby Checker released his version of The Twist, a song that would shoot to #1 and spark a nationwide dance craze unlike anything America had seen before. On August 19th, captured U-2 pilot Francis Gary Powers was convicted of espionage in the Soviet Union and sentenced to prison and hard labor. He would later be exchanged in one of the Cold War's most famous spy swaps. September 2nd brought an unforgettable Olympic performance by sprinter Wilma Rudolph, who captured the first of her 3 gold medals at the Rome Olympics. She became the fastest woman in the world and an inspiration to millions. Only 3 days later, on September 5th, Cassius Clay, later known as Muhammad Ali, won the Olympic gold medal in light heavyweight boxing, launching one of the greatest careers in sports history. Television changed presidential politics forever on September 26, when John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon faced each other in the first nationally televised presidential debates. Millions of Americans watched, and the broadcast demonstrated the growing power of television in shaping public opinion. On September 30th, The Flintstones, the first primetime animated sitcom, premiered on ABC. Created by Hanna-Barbera, the show would become a financial success, lasting far beyond its original 6 seasons. Also on September 30th, kids show Howdy Doody aired its final episode. In an emotional farewell, the normally silent Clarabelle the Clown spoke his first and only words, "Goodbye, kids." Election Day arrived on November 8th, when John F. Kennedy, at just 43 years old, narrowly defeated Vice President Richard Nixon to become the youngest man ever elected President of the United States. He was also the nation's first Catholic president. A new pizza chain was born on December 9th, when the first Domino's Pizza store opened in Ypsilanti, Michigan. From its humble beginnings, it would grow into one of the world's largest pizza delivery companies. The year ended with tragedy on December 16th, when 2 commercial airliners collided over New York City, killing 134 people in the air and on the ground. It remains one of the deadliest aviation disasters ever to occur over a major American city. Recollection Road and LEGACYBOX both believe it's important to preserve the past. If you're like me, there's a box of your family's treasured home movies and photos tucked away somewhere, and LEGACYBOX can help you preserve them digitally. The process is a simple and safe solution for converting your home movies and photos to thumb drive or to the cloud. Just send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS and camcorder tapes, film reels, and pictures, and get back digital copies that can be easily enjoyed, shared, and kept organized. It's that easy. LEGACYBOX is trusted by over 1 million people, and it's all done right here in the USA. Get started preserving your past today. Go to legacybox.com/recollection to get an incredible 55% off. Buy today to take advantage of this exclusive offer and send in your memories when you're ready. Go to legacybox.com/recollection to save 55% while supplies last. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.